Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Jesse Duplantis here, reminding you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the videos here on our YouTube channel. Remember, that's like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Now, enjoy this great video.
Obedience to God's will must be prompt. Write it down. Obedience to God's will must be prompt, must be patient, and up to the minute. It must be prompt, it must be patient, it must be up to the minute. People say, how you stay successful, brother Jesse? Oh my God. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 19, I believe it is, or verse 20. He said, if you be willing and what? Obedient. You eat the good of the land. Can I just tell y'all some stuff? You want to hear some almost unbelievable stuff? I first went in the the devil was trying to mess me up with women. I didn't even know. I ain't had no women on my mind. I came out of the world. I came out of it. Before I was a rock musician, women, oh man, by the hundreds. Because they're groupies. You got to understand, I worked on the same circuit as Led Zeppelin, Grand Funk, Kiss. I'm talking girls screaming. Young people, that's your mama doing that. Your mama. You understand? I had my fill of the world. I had my fill of sin, sickness. I had it. I was finished. I got born again, man. My moment of truth. Man, God, what will you have me to do? I was finished. It has no attraction to me whatsoever at all. I see a pretty woman, I say, that's a beautiful woman. That's it. Nothing wrong with admiring beauty. I see a painting, that's a beautiful painting. I see a horse that's beautiful. I happen to like horses. I think they're beautiful. I don't want any of that. I ain't going to hell over a woman. Are you crazy? Yeah. Or anything. I preached the service. The pastor said, would you eat dinner with us? I said, we'd love to. I'm sitting at his table. He said, you like my wife's breast? Stupid me, I thought he was talking about the chicken breast. Greg, I had it. Dirt don't come easy in my mind. I was washed in the glory. You like my wife's breast? I said, they're nice. God is my witness. He said, no, I think you're misunderstanding me. I'm eating this chicken breast. It was good. He said, no, my wife's breast. I said, what? And she just popped them out there. I thought, I got to get the hell out of here. Excuse me, I had to say it. Kathy said, quit saying that. I said, sir, what is wrong with you people? I looked at you, I said, you let your husband merchandise you? She started crying. What can I do? I said, leave that fool. I don't tell you, I said, shut up. You don't want to see the old Jesse. I got mad. I hadn't been saved too long. I've been preaching just a little while. I thought, I'll kill a sucker. You can raise him from the dead. You won't. I was so angry. But it was more than angry. It was righteous indignation that was vexed. I didn't understand that in its completeness at that time. That's the stuff I ran into. I found a husband's wife. I mean, a pastor's wife one time in my suitcase. We used to stay in people's homes instead of hotel. I said, can I help you? I just want to see what size underwear you wear. Go, was you there, mama? You heard that lady say, what? I said to myself, I got to go, baby. This revival is finished before it started. Now, I know it's funny, but it ain't funny. How there are people in that church trying to learn about God. and that mess going on. Was you tempted? No. But the best word, I would tremble. Oh, God, I got to get away from this. Instead of think, you trying to attract me? My moment of truth and my vision was much greater than that trash. I had there was not an ounce of temptation whatsoever. It was, I thought, I just can't get over. I said, God, how did this happen? He said, they're not saved. But they're good at what they do, to fool people. I'm amazed. I'm amazed I lasted in the ministry. I ran into all that stuff. And I would just laugh at it. So the devil figured the sex thing wouldn't work. So he tried the money thing. You see, the devil was so stupid. All my life growing up, I thought if I could just get enough money, I'd be happy. If I could just get enough money. And I made some money in my life. As a young man, how many things I'd buy Kathy when I first started dating? I'd buy all, remember that, Christine? I'd buy clothes and I'd make money, man. I'd take them all out to eat all the time. Remember that y'all got in the car? I'd take them to eat whatever. Most of the time, everybody ate hamburgers and stuff in those days, you know. I mean, I was generous, but I made money, man. And that's where the devil messed up. Because I remember looking and thinking, I'm not happy. I thought if I could just make enough money, boy, I'm going to be a success. I'm going to show mama I can do this, man. And I was so disappointed. So when Satan tried to tempt me with money after I was born again, I laughed. I said, it's disappointing. Because, see, the money didn't have a mission. So he tried that and it didn't work. Then he tried pride. Me and T.D. Jakes on the same night, TBN, both of us hit, bam! Didn't know us from Adam. Within a week, we went from 200 people coming to a meeting to 10,000. I couldn't have pride about that. I was only humbled by it. Because if I could have done that, I'd have done it a lot earlier. And I laughed. I said, well, that one didn't work either. Now, I'm going to be honest here. Where he almost got me was in something called my temper. Because, you know, when you're raised in Algiers, you're raised around the families, you do what you got to do. Because it has to do with respect. So somebody mess with us. Now, this is after I'm saved. I said, Lord, you want me to handle this? I take care of this. And I'd call a friend of mine, what can we do? God said, don't do that. I said, Lord, it'll be over. 2 hours. A baseball bat with nails in it. We're going to get some respect here. No, you can't do that. And sure enough, I'd go to New York and they'd show up. Because I work for those people. What can we do? You got a problem? We can handle it. I said, you see, Lord, they're going to hell anyway. We take care of that. That's a hole in the desert. Forget about that. Can't do that. Not too long ago, I had a guy help me. He said, listen, somebody messing with you, you want me to take care of it? I said, man, if I told you, yeah, what kind of witness would I be to you? He said, I'll forget about it. You know what I'm talking about? That's the way it is, isn't it? I said, I can't do that. He said, I'm getting pinched anyway, so what's the difference? What's one more? I said, oh, devil, you slick Willie. Get out of here in the name of Jesus. Kathy said, you got to quit watching them mafia movies. Or document. Kathy's so innocent. She didn't know any of that of my life. I told her one time somebody smoking grass. She said, did they cut the grass today? I said, help her, Jesus. She just did. Thank God she doesn't know. I'll tell you one more story and I'll shut up. Even though I never revealed it to Jerry Savelle until almost 10 years later. Me and Jerry Savelle got together and did what we call catch the spirit of revivals. This is years ago. So we started renting convention centers all over the country. His staff, my staff. Man, we had some marvelous meetings. Jerry is one of the finest men God ever put in shoe leather. He's just a fine man. Him and his wonderful wife and family. We got to Philadelphia, Michael. Now, Jerry is from Shreveport, Mississippi, and he live in Texas. He don't understand the streets. He's seen cows. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, it's a whole different ball game. Detroit, Los Angeles, New Orleans, New York. It's called neighborhoods. This is ours, you understand? You want to come in here, you pay. Well, we get to Philadelphia, we're late. We got to put the stuff on the stage. We already got at least 800 people standing in line to get in that thing. We get up there and this union guy said, what you doing? What's your problem? I said, excuse me, sir. I said, I'm Jesse Duplantis. This is Jerry Savelle. We've rented the place. We know who you are. Got the contract. I said, well, listen. I said, we need to get this equipment up real fast because all we got is an hour and a half, and it's going to take at least that just to get it all together. You don't get on that platform at all. You understand me? You touch nothing. We're the union here. You understand? We put it up. Jerry said, oh. Now I'm going to stop right there and tell you a story about maybe 2 years before that on Long Island in New York. I'm preaching. And one of the grandsons of the New York 5 families gets born again in my meetings. All right? Loves me. So in that meeting, and I never go to the foyer of a church. I don't know why, I just never do, but I happen to go there. There's black limousine pull up. This cop will come out, and there's 2 guys like this come out in front of it. I'm telling you, this buddy ain't no never did. They said, we want to speak to Jesse Duplantis. Pastor goes, oh my God. Now, because he's from New York, he know what he's looking at. And he said, my boss want to say something to you. He come up to me and said, I want to thank you for helping my son. You got him off of drugs. Touched my heart. I just want to say thank you, man. We did everything we could, you know. But, you know, kids are kids, but, you know, I love my son. But I want to appreciate that. I appreciate you did that. You understand? And the pastor's thinking, what kind of friends does Jesse Duplantis have? I said, oh, that's all right. He said, listen, my boss. I said, what? My boss. Now, this is the boss of the bosses, the capa to do the capa. Or ticape, however you want to say it. I'm talking to man, you understand? The head of the family. He said, old man, he come out, whoom. 2 guys in front, 2 guys on the side. He walks up to me and he goes, how you doing? I said, I'm doing fine. He said, I want to thank you for helping my associate's son. You got him off of drugs, it's a blessing. I said, sir, I didn't do that. The Lord did it. He said, whatever. He said, listen, you got a problem, we can take care of things. Anywhere in the country. Give him a number. Give him a number. So now his capo gives the number. This is the boss of the family. You understand? I'm freaking out. Here's the pastor going, God on my way. 2 limousines out there, guys packing. I'm telling you what. Nice guy. He said, you got a problem, your problem becomes our problem. You understand? Don't make no difference where you are, what place you're in. I want to thank you. And he goes, have a nice day. Out the door. I thought, my God, Lord, Pastor said, you know who these guys are? Yeah, how you know that? Don't ask, I know. 2 years later, in Philadelphia. 2 years later, this guy said, I tell you, get on that stage, we shut this thing down. With a union here, you understand? He says a few cuss words. Jerry goes, oh my God, we're gonna mess up, what we're gonna do? And I heard this voice, use the number. Use the number. I went, the number. Kathy don't know I got the number. It's stuck in my wallet. I said, Jerry, I'll be back. Nobody move. I called, I said, Reverend, what can we do? I said, I got a problem, man. I said, I got a meeting, I got to come on in an hour and a half, and the union in Philadelphia, they won't let me get up on the stage. This guy said, what is his name? What is his name? So I said, I found out in a minute. What's your name? What the blankety blank? What's your name? Jerry just looked at, what are your name? He told me, I said, his name is such. He said, give me 10 minutes. I said, Jerry, just back away from the stage. Now, Jerry don't know nothing. He goes, what's happening? I said, you know, the Lord working in mysterious ways. I said, I believe God gonna do something in a few minutes. I ain't say he told me, but I just got a feeling that everything gonna be all right in a few minutes. So me and Jerry, we back up. We lean up against the chairs. Jerry said, man, this meeting ain't gonna shut us down. It wasn't 10 minutes, it was about 6. The guy come back, he said, what can we do? We're so sorry. Y'all can get on the stage. What do you want to do? Man, we're sorry. We didn't mean to disrespect you. What can we do for you? Jerry says, God works in mysterious ways. Remember that guy? I said, I tell you, boy, the Lord's on our side, Jerry. I never told him. Till about 10 years later. Was it last summer? I said, Jerry, I got to tell you something. He goes, ah! And the other day he had a little trouble. He called me and says, you got the number? We would have had to cancel that meeting. We wouldn't have got on there. Now, I'm not saying God. I don't know what the man said to the man. But we preached the gospel that night and got 117 people saved. And the devil said, that's power. And every once in a while in my meetings, out the back door, they show up. Reverend, what can we do? I said, nothing. You cannot do nothing. I said, you touched my heart, man. You thank you. I said, you need prayer. In our business, we need prayer. And it's good to have a preacher. You know what I'm saying? I got to preach and a preach. I got to cover all points. I'm telling you. Y'all remember Frank Santori? I was here the other day. Well, when I go to this church in New York, both me and Frank, well, they show up. Hey, I said, how y'all doing? Oh, we love you. How you doing, man? Anything? No. Somebody steal money from you, let us know. We take care of everything. I want to say, I got this preacher over here. Can't do that. Now, it's funny, but it isn't funny. Devil want to use that. Have you thrown the number away? No. That would be disrespectful. Am I right, Mile? That's disrespectful. You don't do that. You got to understand the system. But you don't have to use it. You let your light so shine. Because they need to get saved just like anybody else. Now, that's very attractive in the movies, but it isn't attractive in person. None of that's attractive in person. That's a dog-eat-dog world there, buddy. You see, the moment of truth came to me. I said, God is my boss of the bosses. He made me a made man. He made me the righteousness of God in Christ. And I close with this statement. I said, Lord, in all my years I may have disappointed you, but you never once, ever disappointed me. Did you enjoy it tonight?
This media is copyrighted by Jesse Duplantis Ministries for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this media or of any pictures or accounts without Jesse Duplantis Ministries' consent is strictly prohibited.